Hey guys, it's Rushy here. How are you all doing? Welcome back to another quick Kentech video. In this one today, I'm looking at EX fireball pressure in the corner and how to keep closer range when you're on the corner. So, where this tech is derived from is where I used to use back medium punch EX fireball as a meaty attack. This is a good meaty attack because it keeps Ken close quarters in that +1 EX fireball situation. But the problem of how this sometimes is where it's laggy and I've mistimed the back medium punch. When I input the EX fireball after back medium punch, I get the second part of the target combo. And this never used to happen before in season 1. The reason it happens now is because you can whiff the whole target combo. You couldn't do that before in season 1. The second part wouldn't come out. So it's good and bad for various reasons. But yeah, if you mistime the back medium punch, say if you get it too early as I get off the ground, you'll get that bottom block like that. Look at the inputs. Oops. Because it whiffs the EX fireball command, the priority causes the heavy punch to come out of target combo. So what I've been doing of late with good successes is I do meaty stand medium punch EX fireball. And it still leaves me +1 close quarters. Now the reason it does that is because stand medium punch has this weird property where when you cancel from it, the point Ken cancels from is shifted forwards close to the opponent when compared to crouching medium punch. If I was to show you, if I do the EX fireball, okay, obviously I'll turn Ryu off. Look where I'm standing afterwards, right next to my face is in his elbow. The crouching medium punch EX fireball, it's quite a gap between the ranges of the two. So what this enables me to do is I can meet the EX fireball key close to frame trap. Let's set a wake up situation. It's no guard, quick recovery, I think. So wake up jab. So if I show you this now, if I were to do crouch and medium punch EX fireball as a meaty, I get no follow up there. I can't tattoo out of range. But if I do stand medium punch, I get a follow up. And if you want to optimize that, if you want to use V-trigger to optimize it, and an extra bar, you can do that combo if you really want to. It's a lot of meat to spend, but you can do that if you want. So on hit, you get combos of stand medium punch EX fireball, and you don't have that problem of, you know, if you whiff this, say if they use it too early, the EX fireball doesn't come out, and obviously you don't get anything else either, where before I was getting that. So that's one problem eliminated, but the bonus of it as well is not only is it easy to land, it's a nicer input as well, and on whiff, nothing really to worry about. But you also get the follow up on hit as well from the EX fireball. But on block, now if I set Ryu to, I know Ryu has a 3 frame, but let's look at 4 frame first. I'm still in range to frame trap here, using my 4 frame. Now that's nice. I keep at close range to frame trap. Crouching medium punch, EX fireball. I'm out of range to do anything. So that's really nice as well. What I don't like is when I see not so experienced Ken players doing this. So they'll do the EX fireball +1 on block. Usually it's chin buster, and they go for another chin buster. The reason why I don't like that is because you're not even looking to confirm the back medium punch. This frame trap, the EX fireball back medium punch, it blows up 4 frames. It doesn't work against 3 frame characters, but you're not looking to confirm it. It should be confirmed like that. And if they block the back medium punch, you stop your pressure there for the most part. What you end up doing then is things like this, which is fine, you know, it does damage, it does work sometimes, but you're spending 2 bars and you're just wishing for the best. All the opponent's got to do to eliminate that pressure is take the throw or let you spend all your meter. You scored what, like 100 stun? Potentially grey health, not even 100, probably less than that, like 90, 80. It's not worth it at all, I don't think. It's a waste of meter. So think smart, you know, use the EX5. So if you were to do this, you can even do stand light kick, stand light punch, stand light kick. Look to confirm the +1 situation. But this leaves you much closer. Stand medium punch EX5 ball. So that's that. This tech itself does not work if they have a 3-frame. All an opponent has to do is, if they have a 3-frame, is mash jab, and they'll win that exchange. Well, sorry, they'll trade. Sorry, but essentially they've won because they've got rid of you. They pushed you out now. You've got to take a risk, which is not recommended, to win the +1 situation. It's not. You're resorting to a light punch TP in a +1 situation. It's very risky. So reverting back to an older video of mine, the only option to frame trap there is if you've got V-trigger, light kick Tatsu, VTC to frame trap. That will work because the light kick Tatsu is at point blank range. It's a 3-frame startup move, you're +1. It's going to be a button if they press, but you're having to spend V-trigger to get that frame trap to make it safe from the light kick Tatsu. So it's debatable whether it's worth it or not. But that's the only way to block 3-frame. So EX5 ball pressure in the corner and +1 is not great against characters with a 3-frame because there's no reason for them to hold it. If they hold it because they know you're going to waste your meter, it's best for them really. And if they mash jab because they know you're going to go for a 3-frame, sorted. If you go for back medium punch after EX5 ball +1 pressure and they have a 3-frame, you're going to lose. It makes no sense. So be smart about how you use the EX5 ball pressure. So that's that part of the video. If let's go back to 4-frame. So you can throw there. So we're reusing a 4-frame again now. If I put them in the corner, +1 pressure, I can meaty throw, and the throw beats the 4-frame button. What's interesting is if you use crouching medium punch EX5 ball, once you condition them, you're going to throw. So let's say I've done this and they tech, yeah? If I do crouching medium punch fireball, their throw will whiff now because of the pushback on the crouching medium punch. So if you can condition them, you can do stuff like that. And I do think even Bison's throw whiffs at that range, if I recall correctly. So that's pretty nice if you can condition them, because I often do throw there. I don't recommend walking back. You can do it, but longer range throws will get you if you walk back. But if you want to mix them up, that could be an option. Do you know what I mean? So there's that as well. Last part of the video is when you're in V-trigger. I think I may have covered this before, but when you're in V-trigger, you're +3 on block then. So all the same stuff applies. The only difference is because you're +3, you can challenge 3-frame characters now. So if you were to go for that and then mash 3-frame, that's the only thing. Yeah, this is okay. I'm glad that's happened actually. So the pushback on this. So yeah, I can get that. Okay, yeah, okay, I'm with you. Learn on the fly here. So if I do chin buster, EX5 ball, the only frame trap confirmed I can get really, it's gonna reach is stand light punch, stand light kick. But if I do what I was saying before, stand medium punch EX5 ball, I get different follow-ups now because I'm not pushed out as far. This is again why I don't like chin bust EX fireball. Pushes you out just enough to change up the range of the follow-ups. Whereas if I use meaty stand medium punch EX fireball, I can do stuff like this. It's a hell of a lot more damage. That situation before, not bad damage for the frame trap, but not as good as the crouching medium punch variation. So that's the thing to take note of. In the +3 situation, you can create better frame traps. I think crouching medium punch is the best thing to go for after your +3. So you have to use a light kick, yeah. So it's a little crap, really. Ken's EX fireball being +1 doesn't really do a fat lot, to be honest, but those are things to look at possibly. I've had a lot of success with stand medium punch EX fireball in the corner as a meaty, because on hit I get a nice follow-up, and on block I can pressure the opponent, but I'm much more closer to their face to pressure them, so I get the meaty throw. I can frame trap better with the stand light punch, stand light kick, and if they're gonna press the 3 frame and I've got the light kick tattoo VTC as an option, I can use that as well. And if I add the crouching medium punch EX fireball into that game, I can potentially shimmy, auto shimmy with the spacing. So that's another sort of addition you can throw into the offense in the corner. So yeah, essentially you're using that EX fireball +1 pressure to be smarter. I just don't think going gung-ho chin bust EX fireball is the way to go with it. So guys, hopefully that's been informative, and hopefully it's opened up your opened your eyes a little more to how to use that pressure a bit better. I've explained it in previous videos, but I think this is a lot more depth, and I really like that stand medium punch EX fireball and pressure as well. So let me know your thoughts. If you do use it, let me know how you get on with it in matches, and I shall see you in the next video. Take care.